Hey, and it looks like we're live. Hey guys, Prestonville Comic Book University. Just had to update my XSplit. So yeah, first time. Anyway, it's almost like it's the first time doing this again. Okay, so surprise! I just went out and saw the Cars 3 movie. Several things happened. One, I completed my Guardians of the Galaxy soda pop top container thing, whatever. So I got the whole freaking galaxy basically. So yeah, I'll put Star Lord up there. Got Gamora, Drax, got Baby Groot, and I got Rocket. So yes, next to my two Doctor Stranges, all that good stuff. Also got this. May have stole this from my son. His fourth birthday today. All right, so check this out. We're going to start off no spoilers, and then maybe 5-10 minutes into it, then I'll just go into spoilers and all that stuff. All right, so right now, no spoilers. Basically, this was a really good movie. All right, look, Cars 1 was a good movie. Hey, Dick Fillmore, what's up, brother? Happy Friday to you. While it lasts, we got another hour and 45 minutes, at least New York time. And what do you call it? So, yeah, Cars 3, man, really good film. Really good film. The first Cars movie was it was really good. I liked it, especially the ending. The ending was one of those things where you look at and it's like, oh my God, he allowed himself to spoilers for Cars 1, all right, which happened, what, 10 years ago? It happened like a decade ago, right? Anyway, did you say birthday? Yeah, my son just turned 4 years old today. My oldest son. So, what do you call it? Yeah, I took him to see Cars 3 and a bunch of other things. He had a good birthday today. What do you call it? The first Cars movie was really good. I like the ending, how he sacrificed the win to come in third place, and uh, the second movie wasn't really that good. I didn't like the second movie. I own it, didn't like it that much. We hardly ever play it in the house. But check this out. Chick Hicks. All right, he was the green car who technically won the Piston Cup in Cars One, but nobody likes him because he cheated to win. He's kind of a butthead. Happy Orbit or boy, and Happy Father's Day. Oh yeah, it's Happy Father's Day too. How come nobody said Happy Father's Day to me? How come Dick Fillmore's first person saying Happy Father's Day to me? What's up with that? Anyway, I don't really care. I don't celebrate all those Hallmark days. But Chick was in this one also, and he had a little talk show. And I swear to God, the only thing he did was sit there and make fun of Lightning. He just sat there, and said, "Oh, I beat Lightning, so all the times that he won all these other races, I still beat him." And yeah, everybody knows what you did, man. Everybody knows. So we didn't get to see the King in this. He was the Piston Cup winner and the head office guy for all those times. That happened. Also, somebody had died before this movie started. All right. I don't know if I doubt it's in real life because we get to see the ghost coming back, so to speak. No, it's not Mater. Mater's in this. Okay. But somebody actually died. And it's not one of those things where your kid's going to be like, oh my God, he died now. So when we get into the spoilers, I'll talk about that in a hot minute. But there's an up and coming character in this. What's her name? Dinoco Cruz Ramirez, and that's actually kind of a spoiler there. But anyway, her name is Cruz Ramirez. She is a very, very cool character in this. I was very happy with this character. Like, she was just she was an other. She was a nobody. Literally, she was like a nobody. She's his trainer. That's no secret. They explain that in the trailer. She's what's his name's trainer. See, this new guy comes up. The new guy is Jackson Storm. All right, the really nice looking, sleek, dark car. Yeah, with the glow in the dark, the neon trim, and all that stuff. Yeah, and he's basically Lightning McQueen today. When he's a rookie, and when Lightning McQueen was a rookie, remember he was all like fast talking and I'm the best, and all you old timers and whatnot. Yeah, he's basically Lightning back in the day. So all of that nonsense aside, Lightning basically has to deal with what the Hudson Hornet had to deal with. If you remember from the first movie, the Hudson Hornet became Lightning's trainer later on over in Radiator Springs. So he basically had to become the Hudson Hornet in some regards. You know what I'm saying? Because he, not in the sense that he became a trainer, so to speak, but because he's getting old. He is getting old. It was a while ago. People are talking about, yeah, didn't Lightning miss his first opening qualifier? I forget. My grandfather told me about that or something. So, yeah, Lightning is getting kind of old Owen Wilson, right? So he's got to deal with the idea that he's getting old. There are a bunch of rookies, these brand new cars that are just, he can't match that speed. He doesn't have the ability to match that speed anymore. So he's got to go back and find what gave him the oomph in the first place to do it. And boom, he's got to somehow find a way to overcome. Okay, guys, from this point on, we're talking full spoilers. All right. In fact, I wonder if I can change that. I heard it was like Rocky 3, 5, and 6. Okay. The very end of it, no, not the very end of it. There were a couple parts, Dick Fillmore. There were a couple parts that did remind me of the end of Rocky 3. Um, and I'm going to get into the spoilers. Let me actually just put up a term on here that says spoilers. Ka-chow. I just said ka-chow. How do you like that? Let me change that to spoilers. So if anybody just drops in, guess what? Spoilers from this point on. Okay. Yes. Here's the deal. The person who died, the car who died, was actually Hudson Hornet. Like I did not expect that going into this movie. Maybe it was in one of the trailers. I didn't see the trailers. I didn't even review. I didn't even react to the trailers. You know what I'm saying? So I walked in and all of a sudden they're like, oh man, the Hudson Hornet. I was like, I can't wait to see him. I love that old guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting kind of old myself. And all of a sudden this dude, uh, Petra. Guys, I'm just gonna brag a little bit. Buddy of mine, Ario Anindito, actually just now commented on my review of the comic book that he drew. I did a review. I did an interview with Ario Anindito recently, and he just commented on my review of his comic book that he drew. He did the art for X-Men Unity. X-Men Unity. It's a one shot in the Secret Empire, and yeah, he'd commented on one of the videos that I'd done of one of his works, Uncanny X-Men Uncanny Inhumans issue number 20, and we wound up being in contact like that. Very, very cool guy. He did an interview with me on Skype that I recorded, and it was in one of my podcasts. I think it was podcast number 17, where all the way from Singapore, he did the interview with me. Very cool. And he actually had the work that I just reviewed. He actually had the work that he was drawing on his desk. I couldn't have gotten a screenshot or anything. I would have if I could have. I wouldn't have. That would have been rude. But anyway, yeah, he just commented. He just said something about great work. I'm not going to look into it right now, but that guy, yeah, I know, right? But very cool guy. Guys, like legitimately, like I do plan on going to Singapore one of these days and shaking this guy's hand, maybe sneaking in a hug, whatever. We'll see. But you know, like he's a very cool guy, and he actually invited me to come over and stay at his house, which is like nobody in the world has to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? For the sake, if he ever shows up in Toronto, the greater Toronto area, my house is open to him too. I told him that. But yeah, very, very cool guy. And he just commented on my video. So it's cool that a Marvel artist is a fan of my little tiny channel. I'm going to brag a little bit. Um, Not the only artist who likes my work, by the way. The artist for Mosaic likes my work too, which I like his work too. Anyway, so onto the movie. Sorry, guys. Sorry, got offhand because, yeah, really cool guy. So Hudson Hornet died. Lightning is kind of going through some stuff like that. There's a lot of reminiscent stuff, and he realizes eventually, like he starts doing all these different things to try and come across as a contender, but he's not a contender anymore. So a lot like how Rocky. See, here's the thing. This is where it is different from the Rocky movies, right? All the way up until Rocky 5, I would say it's kind of like Rocky 6 in a sense. Okay, even in Rocky 6, give us Mother 3. Hello, what's up, brother? So in even in Rocky 3 and 5, Rocky still won, right? He didn't really deal with getting old. He didn't. He didn't really deal with retirement. He didn't really deal with much of anything. He was still a winner. You know what I'm saying? So, but in Rocky 6, he's still no. In the in the alternate ending, he actually won. But in the regular ending, even though he lost by decision. So it's like, no, man. In this, Lightning realized he can't compete. Okay, now if I'm a comedian, I get cheered when I drink. So mm, I'm silly like that, and it's late. So anyway, yeah. Um, he has to deal with the fact that he realizes at one point he can't beat this guy. And it's cool because you're thinking the whole time that he can. You're thinking the whole time that he can because this guy's just racing on the regular, track and whatnot. He's going up to like what is it, 214 miles per hour. Boom, he's kicking it, right? And Lightning can't seem to get past like what was it, like 196, something like that. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it. He doesn't have the capability of doing that. So it was really sad. And Dick Fillmore. Mayweather versus McGregor is going to be like Rocky versus Thunder Lips. Oh man, Thunder Lips, Hulk Hogan, baby. That's where he got his movie star start. Ooh, and then eventually going to Thunder Bay. But yeah, I think it. I am actually looking forward to that. I don't really like boxing that much, but I'm gonna watch that. Forget about it. Maybe I'll leave a report on that. Anyway, so I'm not going to tell you the ending of what happens here. I am going to say that I think it is a great movie. And although this is a boys' movie, just like all the Cars movies are, just like a lot, I would recommend that if you have a daughter or daughters, you should bring them to see this movie. I think that you will be pleasantly surprised by this movie, including the ending, which the ending is straight out of Rocky 3. And that's the thing I think Dick Fillmore's buddy is talking about when somebody was saying it's like Rocky 3, 5, and 6. It was the very ending was very much like the ending of Rocky 3. If you've watched Rocky 3 and you remember that ending, you pretty much already know what essentially happens here. We don't have to win to be winners. We don't have to cross the finish line first to be winners. And this is not at all like getting a consolation prize. That doesn't happen. That didn't happen in the first movie. That doesn't happen in this movie. There's no consolation prize. There's one winner. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it was really good. It was really good. I am going to leave with a little PSA, a little public service announcement. Okay. While we were in the movie, I'm there and I got my two sons. I got my 2 year old. I got my just turned 4 year old in there, and there's my wife in there, and my wife's 5'3". I'm 6'5". Okay, but I slouch because I know that there are people that come up behind me, and if I don't slouch, they're not going to be able to see, and I don't like doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to be aware of my surroundings, and I'm not owning the whole place. So I'm sitting here, comes in, all right, and with his girlfriend, and this like what is this guy like 23 years old maybe at best, and he's sitting down in front of us. There's, like I said, the theater is wide open. He could have sat anywhere, right? And I'm going to remind you, this is Cars 3. This is a kid's movie. You know what I'm saying? He could have sat anywhere. He decided to sit right in front of us, right on. Got a 5'4" and 2 year old myself. What's up, man? There you go. You know what it's all about. And Eye of the Tiger. I didn't see you slip that in there. Oh, don't get me started singing Survivor, man. I'm not good at it. But anyway, this this punk actually turns around to my wife at one point, and I didn't even hear the first time he says it. He says, "You want to get your effing kids under control." My wife is not a confrontational person. I am. I'm the nicest guy in the world, but you say something like that, that's wrong. So I didn't even hear him say that the first time. 10 seconds before the movie ends, I swear to God, 10 seconds, he turns around and says it again. I had to find out later on that he said it the first time like that. I heard them like, let me make sure I heard this right. So the movie ends. I'm like, oh, good. I think about it for a moment. Finally, like, screw this. I stand up and I walk over to my wife. I'm like, hey, what just happened? I didn't even say, what did this guy say? I say, what just happened? She's like, nothing. I was like, no, seriously, what just happened? He stands up and he says, what's he say? He repeats himself. He says, I said, get your mother effing kids under control. And then he turns around and looks. But of course, he does this and then he has to look up. I'm on the seat behind him from over grabbing his phone. I actually threw my glasses down on the floor. He's like, okay, okay, okay. He pulls out his phone. I was like, what are you gonna do? You gonna call your mommy? That would be a good idea. Maybe she'll help you. But you don't have any help right here. He's like, yeah, go ahead. Talk to the camera. It's like, talk to the camera? You curse at my wife again, you little punk. I'm gonna throw you through one of the walls. How's that for you? Huh? You want to get me on for a threat? That's a threat. Curse at my wife again. I put you on the ground. Go ahead. He doesn't. He tries to curse at me a little bit, whatever. It's really cute. So, and then he winds up leaving. He actually wants trying. He's yelling at the manager to call the police on me. I'm like, why don't you call the police? Why don't you call the police? Look, this eventually got all sorts of put. Yeah, the look. Dick knows the look. You know what I'm saying? The look of you just talk trash to my wife in front of my kids. You know, saying my kid just turned 4 today. I don't want him to learn a new word. I don't want him to learn that word. That's like the mother of all words, literally. It's the mother effer of all words, right? You don't sit here and try and teach a new kid words. Plus, like I said, plenty of room in the theater. He could have moved in any time we want. We were already there by the time that he came up later anyway. We were already established there. All of our stuff. He came up with, they both had like a soda they were sharing. They could have gone up and moved at any time. He goes and what do you call it? The girl goes and says to my wife at one point, when you're rude, that's the thing. When you talk nice, it's hard for somebody to be mean to you. But they were cursing, they were being rude. So his gutter trash wife, girlfriend, whatever, cousin says to my wife at one point, uh, because I was like, you guys like freaking like you could have moved at any time. You realize it's a kids movie, and you sat right in front of a family with kids, and there's plenty of room in the theater. She says, we paid for our tickets. So my wife says, "We paid for our tickets too. What do you think, we snuck in here?" Like, and on top of that, they paid for their tickets too. Look, the public service announcement is, I when I was like his age, I went to go see the first Power Rangers movie, the first Pokemon movie. I may have shed a tear for that. I'm just saying, Pikachu trying to bring Ash back. Yes, yes. Spoilers. I cried. I cried like a little girl for that. That was sad. Nobody saw it because I'm a man. But the point is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went and saw all these movies when, as an adult, and I went alone. I couldn't convince any of my friends to go see these kiddie movies with me. What are you gonna do? Your boys only got you until they don't got you back anymore. So, yeah, like I've gone into, and you know what? When you go to see a kiddie movie, expect they're gonna be kids. That's it. Just expect they're gonna be kids. Wake up, grow up. Don't be a douche. That's my public service announcement from Comic Book University. Guys, legitimately, this is a really good movie. I'm not going to go see this again. I am going to wait for it to come out on DVD. I'm going to buy the DVD. Actually, I might as well just buy the Blu-ray because, yeah, good stuff. Really good stuff. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed. I need to find like an automatic way to turn this thing off because, you cried at Godzilla in 1985? Yeah, but you cried for a totally different reason, dude. Don't even. Stop before your best line. Stop before you see the inside of your own ass. You and me got to hang out one of these days, man. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.